Hello, Instagram. Hello. Hi, abundant ones. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Money Medicine Space. It's another session, another live session on a Wednesday where we get to talk everything money, get to have soul conversations around money. Join me as we're live. Join me so that we have this yabby conversation that I have been looking forward to sharing with you, to breaking it down for you. So today we are going to be talking about healing. Oh my God, what is the topic? What is the topic? I forgot. I really had it. Oh, yes. I know what the topic is. It's a beautiful, beautiful topic. Key financial patterns to heal in 2022. Key financial patterns to heal in 2022. Yes. Why we should be having this conversation about financial patterns is because a lot of us are always excited about, or even sometimes not excited, triggered around having to have financial goals beginning of the year, right? This is the season of my financial goals, my financial intentions. But usually what happens is because we are not maybe paying attention or aware of the financial patterns that are existing with our money, these same financial patterns then create money blocks that collapse our good intentions or our goals within even the first trimester of the year. So if you wanna know why sometimes we're not able to see things through, to see our financial goals through, why we start the year excited, looking forward to like reaching those goals, getting that money, increasing your income, and then next thing you know, we feel less motivated or less excited to be going that, or we just feel energetically collapsed, is because we are not actually changing or shifting our financial patterns just because you may be increasing your income or increasing your clientele in your business. So it's very important to zoom into your financial patterns. What are my financial patterns? What are my financial habits? What do I need to heal in order for me to truly start experiencing money differently? If right now I don't experience inner peace within my finances, what could be the issue, right? What are some of the things that I keep repeating? So this is really, really good. This is a very good time to be discussing our financial patterns. What are the key financial patterns that we should be healing in 2022? There's so many, but I picked out a few key ones that I feel like would be so relevant, especially for you as an entrepreneur, as a creative, as a spiritual entrepreneur, as a leader, right? Let me know how you feel about this topic, right? Already, are you activated? What is happening? Hello and thank you for joining in. All right, so the first pattern that I want us to talk about, and these patterns, you will notice them within your money habits. You'll also notice them even within your bank account, right? If you were to look closely into your bank account, into your transactions, your financial statements, the patterns will be there, right? It will show that there's something that keeps happening over and over again. The first pattern that I want to talk about is the pattern of financial deficiency, right? Here's the thing, especially with us entrepreneurs. A lot of times, by the time money hits your account, hits your bank account, you've already spent it. This is called mental spending, where we spend our money before it even reports or before we even get paid into our bank accounts. And because we have spent that money before it hits, by the time the money actually hits the bank account, what is happening there or what you're seeing there is just an illusion of numbers, right? Because you've already spent it. Mental spending means that even before you actually physically see the money or physically manifest the money, your mind goes on overdrive, your thoughts go on overdrive, where you start thinking of so many things that you need to be doing, so many things that need to be paid for. Sometimes what happens there is you are not even prioritizing. It's like these are just a lot of thoughts that are coming through of what you need to do. And the emotion that usually runs these thoughts is the anxiety that, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. What if it's not enough? What if I don't have enough money to do this? What if I run out of money? The overwhelm of having so many commitments. So we mentally spend the money, and by the time it hits the account, it's just an illusion of numbers. This then creates this pattern of deficiency where the account quickly goes into deficit, where the account quickly reflects that not enoughness, that reflects that lack, because we spent money that was not there. We made commitments before we even made the money, and this tends to really stress us, right? Yeah. Let me know if this is something that you have noticed, where by the time money hits your account, within the first hour or minutes, there's already something that needs to be paid right there and then. I always say that we tend to create so much agency with our bank accounts, so much agency that even our money feels this agency, this anxiety that things have to be done so quickly, and then the money will match that energy that you're already bringing forth, and it will mean that as the money comes in, it's already also going out in the same pace, right? When we create this agency, it then affects our own interaction with money, because what this will look like, it was that one, this pattern of deficiency, this pattern of mentally spending money before it hits your account. It means that what you are going to match with your account there, or what you are going to reflect in your account, is discomfort around money, where your account will start knowing that money doesn't just sit in my account, in this account. Like I don't get to hold money, right? Where your account knows that money comes in and money comes out. A way of beginning to heal this pattern, or to address this pattern, or to shift it, would be maybe if right now you made the intention that from here on, when money comes into your account, you give it at least 48 hours before you begin having to pay for anything else. Yes, I know sometimes we have like a lot of things, we have pressure, but the thing is, the pressure tends to create an imbalance within us. The pressure creates an imbalance even within our bank accounts. The pressure is creating a pattern of deficiency within our bank accounts. The pressure is creating lack within our bank accounts. So if you taught your bank account that I will hold, I will sit with the money for at least 48 hours. What I can tell you is that in those 48 hours, that vibe of mentally spending you will find that you're going to calm down. You'll find that even your psyche will calm down. You'll think through what exactly needs to be paid. You'll think through what needs to be prioritized. There is no rush. Right? So this is a task for you. As you begin to heal and shift this pattern of deficiency, allow your bank account to hold money. Allow yourself to hold money without creating something to pay for, without creating something to spend on. This will literally in the process help you with overspending as well, if you're someone who struggles with overspending. Teach your account that you can hold. Teach your account that the first 48 hours you can embrace that you have money. You have money in your bank account. You have money. You've been paid. Like, guys, can we get to a point where we embrace that I am paid, I've been paid, and you sit with the money? And sometimes you even have a moment of gratitude with your bank account where you're like, I can't believe we're here. We're on a date. It feels like a date. It feels like you and I are dining over this bank account balance. This money feels so yummy. It feels so good to have you, right? If you were to challenge yourself to say that from here on, because I realized that I have this agency that I create around my money. I have this anxious anxiety that I create for my money, where like, this needs to go immediately. What if I have the intention that for the first 48 hours, minimum 48 hours, you can even go to 78 hours. If it's so bad, first day you may say 24 hours. I'm going to sit with my money. I'm going to embrace money being in my account. And that will help you heal the pattern of deficit. Right? Let me know what you think. Is this something you resonate with? Is this something, are you up for the challenge? Is this something that feels like it's doable? You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. Get comfortable with having money. Get comfortable with money being in your account. Yeah. Okay. So another pattern we can look at that I believe that needs us to heal in this year of 2022, so that we may not collapse our financial goals, is also you want to look at how the frequency, the pattern of frequency, the money frequency pattern. Let's call it that. I really struggle with the name, but let's call it that. The frequency of money being, the frequency of your account receiving money. Yeah, that sounds better, right? The frequency pattern. How often money actually comes into your bank account. How often you yourself get to receive money. How often do you receive money? Say, for example, in a month. How often do you receive money? Your income. How often do you just receive money? This is a very important question. So here's the thing with me. When I transitioned from an 8 to 5 job, right? From an 8 to 5 job, I was raised in a home of like my parents working 8 to 5. And then I also started working 8 to 5. I worked in 8 to 5 for like corporate for like 2.5 years, 2 years. So, right? And then what I saw myself do was, in now creating my business, I came with this habit or with this energy or with this pattern of expecting money to also come once a month. I had to do inner work for me to realize this, that actually my business, the income that I receive or that I expect myself to receive in my business will be coming in once or even sometime at the end of the month, like once a month. I found myself not being able to imagine that it is possible for actually someone to be paying me every day. Listen, if you are in business, the thing about being in business and why entrepreneurs often become millionaires is because when you are in business, you open up a portal of being able to receive money at any time. Any day, anytime, anyhow. Right? But because of our own programming, our own unconscious programming, I would say that our own beliefs, we limit that, or we interfere with that flow, right? Where actually we don't get to experience money coming in at any time. Now you need to go sit maybe and see how often do you actually receive income in your bank account? How often does your business income, how often do you receive your business income? How often does your business get to receive any amount of income? You might realize that probably because unconsciously maybe you were taught that, oh, money comes month end. Then even your business, what it's doing, it's matching that frequency, that energy, that thought pattern, where you start only getting more clients towards month end. And I know you're about to say, oh, well, that's because people have money at month end. Hello, this is a pattern. This is unhealthy. Money is circulating every day, all day, at any time. However, for you, it's actually not being reflected even in your bank account. This is where money is circulating every day, every time, 24 hours. In another country right now, someone just received money. Right now, someone just transacted and paid out money. Money is always circulating. But how come our bank accounts are not reflecting that circulation of 24/7? This is because unconsciously we do not believe it is possible. Unconsciously, we may also be replicating that teaching that, oh, money comes month end, that you may have gotten maybe in corporate, and your business is also doing that. You may also be expecting money to only come at a certain time, which is maybe month end, which is mid month. You get what I mean? What you're doing there is creating limitations around how often you get to receive. So see this. What if you were to shift yourself from believing that I can only be paid at this time, I can only receive money at this time, my business can only be booming at this time? What if you just disconnected with that belief and said that, actually, if I have a business and 24/7 people are always transacting money, I am available for that money. I am available to be paid any time. This will mean whether it's a Monday, whether it's the 1st of the month, whether it's the 5th of the month, whether it's the 15th, anytime you are open to receiving money. Guys, imagine if you were to work on this pattern of how frequent money comes into your business. Imagine this was a pattern you were deeply healing and saying that, yeah, I want to receive money anytime. I know I saw my parents receive money month end. I saw their mood month end. I saw how they collapse mid-month, and I do not want to participate in that. I do not get to participate in that. What I'm here for is my business being open and being available to receive at any time. Hence healing the pattern of money, the frequency of money in my bank account. I would love that. I'd love that. How would you feel about this? Before that, how often does your business actually get to receive money? Do you realize there that it could be reflecting how much of you or how much of your business is available to receive money? Right? So I want you to start thinking that this is possible for me. Someone out there is being paid per minute, per hour. I am here waiting for next week for people to pay me. False. It's falsehood. It's falsehood. It is falsehood. It is a programming of 9 to 5. It is a programming of being taught that, oh, money will only come once a month. No, you are in business. Let your business reflect that actually money is available anytime, anywhere. Right? I feel I love this. I myself look forward to being more and more available to money coming anytime, to receiving money anytime in my bank account. Another pattern that would look like, this is the final pattern. I just felt like there is so much and I don't want to overwhelm you. Just the key ones that I feel like, you see this one, I could see it having a long-lasting impact on your money if you could just shift it, if you could heal it. Another thing that we are going to really, really have to address is this pattern of not knowing when to say yes and not knowing when to say no when it comes to our money. I say this because a lot of women tend to really get stressed and struggle with actually being solid with saying yes and being solid with saying no. What I find that is that people will get stressed over oh, so what do I say if someone is asking, oh, can I have a loan, can I borrow money, oh, I need money, I have an emergency, yada yada yada, because the stories are always coming. But what I find is that with women, your stress then becomes, yo, what do I say, what do I say, I don't know what to say, I feel guilty. And most of the time you run away from feeling that way by trying to change how, you're making an attempt to maybe change people and how often they ask and whether they get to ask or not. You're dealing with it from outside. What needs to happen here is that, one, maybe I should ask you, when someone asks for money from you, when someone borrows money from you, when someone is looking for a loan from you, when you make that financial decision, whom do you consult? Is it your bank account, or you consult your emotions, or you consult your relationship with that person? For instance, the honest truth is sometimes, indeed, this could be a loved one. They're in need of the money. No doubt about that. It could be your uncle, your mom, your dad. Oh, I need money to do 1, 2, 3, right? And then next thing you know, you get caught up in the guilt. I feel so bad, but I know I don't have money. I feel so bad. In the overwhelm, you get caught up in thinking, in the shame. Of course, maybe you may not realize this, but there is where what you're interacting with may be the shame that if I say no, then they're going to start feeling like, oh, what is happening? How can they not just have this little money? They are going to start judging if I'm successful or not. Because here's the thing about people, and sometimes even when they ask you about money, they will literally say, oh, are you saying you don't have that much? Yet they don't have that much. Why are you asking then, if this is nothing to you? And hear me, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with financial assisting with our loved ones sometimes needing us. I am saying, if you have a pattern of not knowing when to say yes or no, in the process, that will actually collapse your own financial goals, your personal financial goals. Because that means what is happening there, you are having conflict with the reality of what is happening in your bank account. You don't want to face it. And also having to deal with the emotions that come with someone else asking for money. And I'm saying, what if this decision was driven by, one, your own assessment of the bank account being able to actually support that decision? Right? What if you were to give from an empowered place? What if your yes were from an empowered place to say that, oh, I see that I have enough money and I've also done 1, 2, 3 and I'm happy to give. Then you give. What if your no was from an empowered place where you're like, oh, looking at my financial flow right now, looking at my account balance right now, I will not be able to assist. So one of the things we're going to really have to work on is basically our boundaries. Learning to know when to say yes and learning to know when to say no. Both of these answers, yes and no, are really powerful. But as women, we tend to struggle with knowing when to say them and also being okay with both of them being available for us. Now, if your money is often reflecting this pattern or is being affected by this pattern, where anytime, anyhow, someone can interfere with your cash flow, with your money flow, because of them needing your assistance, because of a request they made, and that on its own just literally shifts your cash flow, we have a problem. You yourself have power to direct where your money flows. And if you at that moment feel like, I am not able to support my money flowing to that bank account, although this is my relative, although this is my loved one, looking at my balance, looking at the things that I have to do, I am not able to support my money flowing there, then it's a clear no. Looking at my bank balance, I am able to support, it's a clear yes. When it comes to your money, it's very important to know when to say yes and when to say no. Because if you do not, if this is something that you do not get to practice, you will often collapse your financial goals. You will often misdirect where you want your money to be going. You will often delay your own projects, your own financial projects. You know you want to be doing this. You know you wanted to be maybe buying a car, and the next thing someone comes and you have to be able to judge, is this worth it? And what really will tell you if it's worth it, what really will tell you if this is a solid yes or no, is not your emotions sometimes. It will be your bank account. Sometimes even if you say no and you feel guilty, embrace the guilt. That it means that you actually did something that was healthy for you. You did something that was empowering for you. Okay? It won't always be good. But if you can heal this pattern, the impact over time on your money will be that you will know where to direct your money. You'll be more in control of your cash flow. You'll be in control of even how your income grows, to be honest. Some of us, we say, I need more income, right? Sometimes we'll get caught up in, I need more income. But actually what you need is to heal your financial patterns. What you need is to address the habits that are playing out. What you need is to address the reality of what is happening in your bank account. And as you do that, you're going to realize that all this time I had money. It's just that I was directing it to different places where actually it was not benefiting me in my highest level. All this time my money was being leaked in all other places. And then it gave me the illusion that, oh, I need more, or of course you need more, or that I don't have enough money. Actually, you have so much more. You know, you may be having so much more without even realizing. So the power in healing the pattern, on healing the experience, is that it will always have a long-lasting impact on your experiences with money, right? This means that, yes, it's amazing. It's amazing to dream of increasing your income by 50%, 70%, 100%. It's amazing to target, to have that target, to say that I want to increase my income to this much. It's great. However, if this increase finds that there are existing patterns that of for example, the deficit, the existing patterns of money actually not being able to last in your bank account, or maybe money only coming once a month, or maybe you also not knowing when to say yes or no. Even if the money has increased, once it finds these underlying patterns, I'm telling you, you are going to tell people that my money is increasing, but I'm not seeing the progress. I'm not feeling the significance of my money increase. Why we are not feeling the significance of our financial increases, why we are not feeling the significance of maybe reaching our financial goals, is because the existing patterns are bleeding and leaking the bank account. Yes, Akana is saying give from an empowered place. Yes, Akana, as well as saying no from an empowered place. Yes, that's so true. And Divine, thank you for being here. Direct the flow of my money. Yes. It's so empowering. Let's heal our financial patterns so that we truly get to feel the impact of our money flow and our money increasing. Of course, this doesn't happen in one day. Of course, our patterns sometimes will trigger us. And of course, yes, I do believe that you have the power to make a decision and then shift that. But what I also do believe in is that investing in your own inner work. This means having someone hold space for you, which is basically what I do. I hold space for mostly women, although men are welcome. I hold space for women who deeply want to be healing their souls, healing their soul trauma. And as we heal, we are going to also realize that, oh my God, because of my own trauma, I created these financial patterns, right? And once you realize that where the source of these financial patterns or what has been informing them, it becomes easier to then heal. When we become aware of our wounds, when we become aware of what is informing our patterns, we are then able to shift that from an empowered place to heal that. And I'm inviting you right now to say that my 2-hour sessions are open. This is more like an intro to money medicine, where you and I for 2 hours will sit down and get to talk about money, where we will get to discover some of your money blocks, some of your money wounds, so that you may begin to shift and be in more alignment of increasing, your business income, of increasing your income. So please don't hesitate. Even if you don't know what's happening, even if you're like, I don't know where to start, it's really good to start at least with a 2-hour session of saying that, okay, this is something that I need to work on. A lot of times we always think, no, I will come when I finally am like this. There is no better time to be working on your financial patterns or to be healing your money than now. If you really, really want this year to be different, I'm going to invite you to this year get to understand money more. This year get to be more open in money conversation. This year also make a decision of investing in doing inner work around money, doing medicine work around money. It's an investment that is so worthy. It may feel scary sometimes to invest in things, but I can tell you, moments where I invested, even when I felt like I'm scared, they became life-changing for me. They became worth it for me, right? So yes, you may just click on the bio link to see the details of how you can book. It is so easy, and then we will get to talk further from there. Another thing that I would really love to share with you is that this Saturday I'm actually going to be one of the speakers for the Genetic Path Kata Summit, which is hosted by Joy Mohami. Joy Mohami, who is a guide, an ascension guide, and an oracle. I have had the pleasure of working with Joy Mohami and doing inner work with Joy Mohami. She's my first healer. So it is a pleasure to be part of this Genetic Path Kata Summit. I invite you to the summit. It's going to be from the 22nd to the 23rd. So it's a 2-day summit for Genetic Path Cutters. Genetic Path Cutters are me and you, people who know that you are here to lead, to transmute and heal the energy, the karmic energy in your bloodline. People who know are here to break the financial patterns. People who know that they're here to break intimacy patterns in their bloodline. Whatever unhealthy patterns that are there, and you feel this responsibility to say that I will have my life be different. I will not participate in that. You are a genetic path cutter at a soul level. You know this. You're like, I'm changing the story, right? If you know this is you, I invite you to this Genetic Path Cutter Summit. It's a 2-day summit, and I am going to be speaking on Saturday at 5:30, and I'm going to be speaking about how financial trauma influences your spiritual business. So this is really, really yummy if you are a coach, a healer, a teacher, a prophetess, a priestess. As long as you have a spiritual business, you will love it. You will love it. But also, if you intend to have a spiritual business, or you have this desire that I know one day I'm going to have a spiritual business, or any business, you will always benefit. Do come through. I look forward to seeing you. It's going to be amazing. There are 7 speakers who are also very gifted in that field, who are very passionate about what they do, and they want to just empower you to step up, to lead, to build your business, and to create wealth. Magic in all ways. So yes, you are invited. This is my official invite to you. The Zoom details to join this, you can either be through Zoom or on Facebook group. The Facebook group already is called Genetic Path Cutter Summit. What you can do is go register at Warriors of Light. I will make sure that right now after this session, I put on my Insta stories about the the link, I will put in the Insta stories the link where you can actually register for the summit. It's a free summit. Come through. I'll be talking how financial trauma influences your spiritual business. However, I know even if you don't have a spiritual business, you'll benefit. You'll get to understand financial trauma at a deeper level. Okay, I look forward to seeing you. Be excited. Please do have this intention to that this year I will heal one pattern, or I will address one pattern. And if you need to go deeper in this work, this is what I do. I'm a money medicine woman. I love healing. I'm invested in you healing your financial patterns and shifting your financial reality and increasing your income and truly being in harmony with money, with your bank account, and with how you feel and with your soul. So yes, don't hesitate. All right then. Thank you so much. Yes, Akana, sending intentions. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, your night, wherever you are. If you're going to be playing later, again, #replay. Let me know what came up for you. Right? Bye.